Okay, so you've got it. That amazing, brilliant flash of inspiration for a new business. But how do you know? How do you know if that idea can actually become a real, impactful company? Well, that's what we're here for. Let's dive in and put your idea to the test.
I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You're in the shower or trying to fall asleep and bam, the idea hits you. The one that feels like it could change everything. And you're thinking, this is it. This is the $1,000,000 idea.
But, and this is a huge but, is it a $1,000,000 business? That right there is the real question. Because, there's a world of difference between just a cool, creative thought and a real, viable business opportunity. And getting this right from the start, oh man, it can save you so much time and effort down the road.
So, let's find out. That's exactly why we're here today. We're going to walk through a really straightforward process to help you figure out if your idea has got the legs to really go the distance.
All right, first things first. We have to understand the massive difference between an idea and an opportunity. Honestly, this is the most important filter you've got right at the very beginning. Because, and I can't stress this enough, not every good idea is a good business.
Let's look at this side by side. A good idea? Yeah, that can just be something creative or fun, something you'd like to do. But a business opportunity? Whoa, that's a whole different level. It's got to solve a real problem for people. There has to be market demand, actual customers. It needs to be profitable. And, this is a big one, it has to actually be doable, like feasible to build and run.
Okay, so I want you to think about this whole process like a big funnel, right? At the top, you just pour in all your ideas, the good, the bad, the crazy. And as we go, we're going to run them through a few filters. And the goal is that only the absolute strongest, most viable opportunity makes it all the way through to the bottom. So let's get to it. Our very first filter. And this one is all about the people problem. We're talking about your potential customers, and just as importantly, we're talking about you.
So this first stage really boils down to 3 key questions. First, does it solve a real problem, like a genuine pain point for someone? Second, is the market big enough? Are there enough people who have this problem? And this is so important because you know what the #1 reason startups fail is? It's not running out of money, it's because they built something nobody actually wanted. And finally, does it fit you? Are you passionate about this? Do you have the skills? You're going to need that fire to get through the tough times.
Yeah, it sounds almost too simple, right? But seriously, this might be the most important question of all. Does anyone actually want this? Because your business can't just exist for you. It has to serve a real need, a need that people are willing to open their wallets for.
All right, so let's say your idea made it through that first filter. Awesome. But now it's time for a little reality check. We need to ask, can this thing actually survive out there in the real world? Yep, this is where the rubber meets the road. We're asking some tough questions, like feasibility. Can you realistically build it? Competition. Who else is out there doing this? Legal. What kind of red tape are you going to have to deal with? And of course, the team. Do you have the right crew to make it happen?
And that leads to this really tough but absolutely necessary question. Can you actually win? You have to know what makes you different, what makes you better than what's already out there. What's your secret sauce? Is it your price? Your quality? Some crazy innovation? You've got to know how you're going to win.
Okay, we've made it through the people filter and the reality check. Now for the final, and let's be honest, often the scariest filter in our funnel. Yep, it's time to talk about the money. Look, a business has to make money to survive, period. It's that simple. So, can this thing actually turn a profit? And beyond that, can it grow? Can it scale? That just means, can you handle more and more customers without your costs going through the roof? And finally, is it sustainable? Can this business still be around in 5, 10 years?
I know. Financial projections sound super intimidating, but you can start simple. Just do a basic break-even analysis. All that means is figuring out how much you need to sell just to cover your costs. So if your break-even point is, say, $50,000 in sales, suddenly you have a real tangible goal, and you can ask yourself, okay, can I realistically hit that number?
At the end of the day, you just have to sit down and run the numbers. Even a back-of-the-napkin calculation can tell you if your business model is solid or if it's just built on wishful thinking.
Okay, so we've talked about why you need to evaluate your ideas and what to look for. Now let's switch gears to the how. I'm going to give you a couple of really powerful, simple tools you can start using like today.
First up is a total classic, the SWOT analysis. Don't let the name fool you. It's super simple, but it's an incredibly powerful way to get a full 360-degree view of your idea.
So here's how it works. It's just a simple grid. Strengths and weaknesses. Those are internal. Things you can control. Like maybe you have a unique skill. That's a strength. Then you've got opportunities and threats. Those are external, stuff you can't control, like a new market trend or a big competitor. Just sketching this out forces you to see the bigger picture. I mean, think about your idea right now. What's a strength? Maybe it's your passion for it. A threat? A giant company could do the same thing. See, it gets you thinking strategically, like right away.
Okay, tool number 2 is the MVP, or minimum viable product. And listen, the key here is not to build the perfect, finished thing. No way. The goal is to build the absolute simplest, most basic version that solves the main problem. Why? So you can get it out there and learn from real people fast without spending a ton of money.
And the process is just 3 simple steps. 1, build that simple MVP. 2, get it into your customers' hands. And 3, and this is the most important part, shut up and listen. Seriously, their feedback is absolute gold. It'll tell you if you're headed in the right direction before you go all in.
And really, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? A systematic evaluation. It's not just busy work. It's about not wasting your time chasing ideas that are going nowhere. It helps you focus all that amazing energy on the one opportunity that has a real shot.
And please, remember this. This whole process, it isn't about killing your dreams. Not at all. It's about finding the dream that can actually become a reality. It's about being smart, being strategic, and finding the one idea that's tough enough to not just survive, but to thrive out there.
So now you've got the filters, you've got the tools. It's time to stop just thinking and start doing. The only real question left is, which one of your ideas are you going to test first?